In September 1944, Freddie Deane, known as Dixie, was a machine gunner with the 10th Battalion, the Parachute Regiment. He was just 20 years old. In the days leading up to Operation Market Garden, his battalion was confined to barracks.
We all had a section of map. You know, each individual in the platoon was given, so one person didn't have the whole section of where we would go and the major plan, you see, the overall plan. So it didn't matter if, you know, some of the map remained if a few were knocked out.
What was the atmosphere like amongst the platoon and the battalion?
Oh, well, I mean, the guys were enormously cheerful and, you know, just dying to get on with it because...
Eventually, the waiting was over. Along with the rest of his platoon, Private Dixie Deane was parachuted into Arnhem on the first day of the battle. They were flown there in Dakotas.
Of course, as soon as you got out of the plane, there's a moment's silence, and then there was small arms fire, machine gun fire and rifles from the surrounding woods. And when we hit the deck, you were hoping you wouldn't get hit while you were a sitting duck. And some were. But I mean, when you got on the ground, the heather, which was supposed to be clear, was ablaze. There's small arms fire coming from the woods. And it was great to see a rifle platoon having dropped not far away, walked forward towards these woods. It was a big expanse of heather, you know, but towards the woods where, you know, abreast, they were a perfect target for anybody in the woods. I mean, you know, they walked towards in you know, echelon like that towards the woods, and they cleared it, you know.
Without reinforcements and outnumbered by the Germans, a short time later, Freddie's position was overrun when a panzer division attacked.
The rest was chaos, and I, apart from getting hit, we were about overrun by Germans when I was hit. And I felt this god-awful bang on in my face. It was like being, as I could imagine, the only thing I could liken it to was as if I'd been hit in the 6 hits at cricket with a bat, you know, a hit full in the face. That was the experience. And I saw stars, I was blind for quite a few minutes. No, time doesn't fit, you know. You can't actually know the time when you're blinded and shot.
Freddie was transferred to a prisoner of war camp for 9 months before being liberated by the Americans. Freddie says he's proud he fought at Arnhem. 70 years on, he hasn't forgotten the men who fought alongside him.
Oh, you can be proud to have been there with the guys who were there. Geez, the bravery was extraordinary. I mean, the most, amazing, amazing guts one witnessed. But I mean, it was... everybody sensed, as soon as they hit, that landing ground should have been cleared. It had been cleared once, but the reinforcements had been brought up. They knew it was coming. They knew it was coming, yeah.
So how do you feel now when you look back on it? 70 years ago, how do you feel?
Well, I'm forever glad I was with those chaps, but on the other hand, they deserved better in the planning here. They really did.